Dribbling into the bucket, kick out the corner, Ruffin sets the feet, fires a three. 2 hands to the Hammond, inside, Lovering, the catch, that one as he went by. To Silva, out top, driving against grass, spins in the paint, goes up with the right hand. Oh, there's smoking undergarments left on the court. Somebody go out there and scoop up Crass's underwear.
That are some highlights. Colorado Buffaloes get the sweep over the Oregon schools, win by 20 over Oregon State back in the Stampede. Bill Grier, assistant coach, joining us. Buffs only give up 42 points. In fact, 41 against Oregon, 42 against Oregon State. He had the scout for the Beavers. You must have had a heck of a job in that scout.
Well, hey, I think it was our week of practice. You
Yeah.
know, we challenged them, coach challenged them defensively, and we did a lot of breakdown, kind of back to some basics defensively. And their hard work this week, credit to our guys, paid off.
But Bill, it really is amazing when you watch teams that they play with energy, right?
Yeah, no question.
It's stunning
No
what
question.
that does for a team.
Yeah, no question. I mean, and that's something that we talk to them all the time about. And I think that's how you become consistent. If you can do that every night out, with energy and effort,
Yeah.
it solves a lot of ills you might have out there on the floor if you play really hard.
Pope and Taylor were kind of their two big guns, average about 25, 26 a game combined. Those guys had 7 points combined.
We did a great job. We challenged them on the 3 perimeters. They were their 3 leading scorers. I thought our perimeter guys did a great job taking away their strengths. But our big guys did a great job helping in the ball screen coverage. So it was a great combined effort to take away their leading scores. We did the same thing against Oregon.
Yeah. It wasn't as if the Buffs on offense was pretty good in the first half, shot about 50%. Second half really wasn't as good and efficient offensively, I think, against the Beavers. But that shows you what playing great defense does, doesn't it? When you play
absolutely.
That way, the offense almost is kind of secondary.
Yeah, and that's something Coach always preaches to these guys is it doesn't matter what we do offensively. If we will guard and rebound, you win games.
Yeah.
And, proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Buffaloes win it by 20 as they get the sweep over the Oregon schools, knocking off the Beavers. Here in the Saturday night event center, afterward we heard from head coach Tad Boyle.
Really good win. Impressive defensive effort again by our guys. I got to tip my hat to them. Really responded to the challenge that we gave them early this week, and we put back-to-back efforts together. We weren't at our best offensively tonight. I thought we were a little sloppy with the ball, especially that second half. Didn't shoot it particularly well, 41%, but when you can win going away, shooting 41% and turning it over 13 times, you're doing something really good on the other end. So proud of them. It's just one game. It's just one weekend. We took care of business. But now it's time to take this show on the road and go to LA and play 2 of the best teams and most talented teams in our league. See what the future holds, the immediate future. That's all I'm concerned about right now. And I'm going to give these guys tomorrow off. They deserve it. They've worked hard this week and got a little bit of momentum going right now, so we got to keep it.
There's the head coach, Tad Boyle, after the Buffaloes' 20-point win over the Beavers. We continue with Bill Grier. How about Tristan De Silva the last couple of ball games? I mean, he's been playing at a high level. Didn't have the greatest trip out to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But, boy, really the last, 6 of the last 8 games, he is playing at a high level.
He really has. He's really started to take on a role of not only leadership, but just being more aggressive and more of a scoring punch for us. I think coming off Christmas break, he was playing so well going into break, and he wasn't quite back to where he was before Christmas break. Yeah. And I think he's back there now, shape-wise, just a mentality. It's been impressive what he's done here last 2 games.
What really, I think, stands out for me sometimes that he watch him. He's 6'9", almost 6'10", but what he does defensively, got great feet, so he can stay in front of guards. You can switch him off on a big guy all the time. And then he seems to have great instincts on the defensive end.
Well, I think his greatest quality is his versatility at both ends of the floor. And defensively, you can put him on a point guard or you can put him on a 5-man. It doesn't matter. He can guard a lot of different guys, which makes him so valuable to have him out on the floor for you defensively. Offensively, he can do a lot of different things. And I don't know if there's many players out there that can play out of a pivot the way he does.
No, you're right. Yeah, he's really a unique guy. He's one of those guys that everything looks effortless when he does it, right? I'm not sure he ever sweats when he's on the court, for goodness sake. All right, the way you guys are playing right now, you won 6 of your last 9 games, or 7 of your last 9 games, or 8 games, I should say. You're playing very well defensively. How do you guys take this to L.A. then on the road?
Well, we have to have another good week of practice. I really felt this last week we got better during the week, and so I think that's critical. We talked about holding each other accountable for how we play with energy and how we defend. We just have to have a good week of practice going into LA.
Well, the Buffaloes play Thursday at USC and then Saturday at UCLA. That's Bill Grier, assistant coach for the Buffaloes. They get the sweep over the Oregon schools. Coming up next here in the Stampede, we're going to connect with the athletic director, Rick George.